So think being a maths YouTuber doesn't pay? Well, think again. I'm Sam Gower. I've been teaching now for more than 10 years on a variety of different courses, IGCSE, A-Level and IB Maths. And I run the Ginger Mathematician YouTube channel with over 40,000 subscribers. And today I really want to spill the beans and tell you exactly how much I earn as a 40,000 subscriber YouTuber. And you may be surprised, and make sure you stay until the end of the video because I'm going to release all the different income streams that I have so you can get a good idea of what you can get as a maths YouTuber. Now, people often assume that maths YouTubers don't really make that much, and actually by specifying in a very specific niche, you can actually do very, very well, even now in 2024 on YouTube. Now, my specialism is IGCSE Maths, A-Level Maths and IB Maths, mostly on the IGCSE Maths side. Now, why have I chosen that particular niche? Because I have been teaching it for 10 plus years already. So I'm very, very familiar with the IGCSE course, as well as A-Level and IB Maths, but generally how the channel has blown up has been through IGCSE Maths. And by having that experience, you know those common misconceptions, you know the troubles that students can get into revising for that exam. That gives you that extra unique selling point, that extra expertise that can really push those students over and get the really top grades, which essentially is what the channel is about. It's about getting you from those lower grades to those higher grades and making sure that you can get there in a logical and efficient flow. Now, what ways are there to earn on YouTube, particularly as a maths YouTuber? So the first one, which I will go into in a bit more detail at the end of the video, is AdSense. So that's essentially ads that are put on my video. Now, if the video is more than 8-9 minutes long, then you can get these what's called mid-roll ads as well. So you get ads actually within the video. And one of the things I've really specialized in, and this has helped obviously with the revenue behind the channel, is these very long videos that I've done, these all of IGCSE Maths, all of IGCSE Ad Maths, and so on, about 2 hours long. And obviously they can have more adverts within those particular videos. And I found they're also very succinct and to the point. So if I want to summarize the entire course in 2 hours, then you have the availability there. This is not the only way that you can actually make money through YouTube. You can also do sponsorships. So one sponsorship that I have done reasonably recently is the New Year Scientific Calculator. So come to an agreement with the company to do a dedicated video on that. And you can also earn some money through that. One other method that you can do, I'm sure you've heard of this on YouTube already, is affiliate marketing. So this is where you put links to specific products in the descriptions of your videos, and then if they click on that and then purchase, then you get a percentage of that particular revenue. Usually it's not that much, but again, it can all contribute to that. Another possibility that I haven't really explored are channel memberships or Patreon. You can also use that to then get that regular subscription income as well. Now, what other factors affect ad revenue specifically? So you've probably heard of CPM and RPM. So essentially, to boil it down to what it is, depending on the country in which you get your views, the ad revenue might be very different. So for example, if look at the ad revenue for viewers coming from India or Pakistan, for example, that might be a lower revenue than say the United Kingdom or United States of America, where generally the advertisers are paying far, far more to actually put their ads on your channel. So that's where you can get this big variation in terms of the amount of money that you actually make from AdSense. Okay, so the moment that you've been waiting for, let's go over to my channel and let me show you exactly how much I make through AdSense. Okay, so you're behind the scenes with the Ginger Mathematician YouTube channel. So you can see at the time of filming, we're at 42,888 subscribers, up by 3,000 in the last 28 days. I've just released a YouTube short that's done pretty well here. As you can see, my estimated revenue for the last 28 days is €621.98. However, this is very untypical. I want to show you in this video why that's the case. So we go to my analytics. You'll see, again, it says this. However, you can see there was a huge boost during the exams that we just had a few weeks ago. So you can see it really pops out here at €85 in one day. and here at 98 euros in one day. But that is very, very untypical. And let me show you. We go to the last 365 days. This will give you a more idea of exactly how much is typically made here. So you can see over the last 365 days, so the rolling year, we've made 3,379 euros and 71 cents. You can see it gets slight peaks when we have exams. So you've got the October, November. You can see that's quite a small peak, where here it's a big peak. So generally speaking, if you look at the YouTube channel overall, yeah, we're making about sort of 7 euros, 8 euros per day, which is still very, very good, of course. One thing to be aware of, if you go to the revenue section here, again, we can actually look at some of those things I've been talking about. So the RPM for the channel over the last 365 days, so we get a good spread over the entire year, is at €1.66, which it may be seen as slightly on the low side, but if you look at the demographics, so we go to audience here, you can see that our general audience, the geographies here, over the last 365 days, generally is from India, United Arab Emirates is quite a big section here as well, United Kingdom, Pakistan, Malaysia, and again, if we go to the See More section, we can actually see some of the other countries. It's quite diverse, which I love. So we have Saudi Arabia, United States, Indonesia, South Africa, Zimbabwe, and so on. So we do have a wide range, but generally that means that the CPM or RPM will be reasonably on the low side, but that's absolutely fine. I want to spread out this knowledge to everybody across the world, and of course for free as well. You can see that, again, subscriber count, for example, always goes up a lot during the exam period. So this gives you a kind of good overview of what we're doing. If we take 2024, so far the channel has made 1,800 euros, which is really good, and it all supports the channel. However, do appreciate this is revenue and not profit, so I put most of the revenue back into the channel. So with the subscriptions, so I use CapCut, which you can't see on the screen, but I use CapCut for editing, for example, so that's an extra cost that I have to take into account. I use things like Calendly, using ConvertKit. So there's lots of different tools that I'm using in the background that helps making the content as good as possible. Obviously using OBS, which is very, very useful, but don't think that this is all profit necessarily. A lot of this revenue just goes back straight into the channel as well. Now, if you want to know how to build up your subscriber base, then check out the video right over here, because I go through how I've got to 35,000 subscribers fairly quickly and all the methods that I've used to try and make my maths YouTube videos as engaging as possible.